What's the interesting part about the super yacht industry for you guys then?
We believe we have no. It's a hole in the market for
Okay.
this type of product, and when throughout my career operating yachts,
Yeah.
I was always looking for something that wasn't there.
Yeah.
And we realised that there was a shortfall in quality technical documentation, and we've been trying to bridge that gap, fill that hole for a few years now.
Welcome from the Monaco Yacht Show 2021. We're happy to be out there again. There are the boats behind us. We are guests in the A-Crew Lounge today, and I am with Jon Lee from Sentini Marine. Hi, John.
Hey, Anna, how's it going?
Pretty good. Happy to be out here again?
It is very refreshing to be here, yes.
I guess. Sentini Marine are kind of an interesting company, and what I want to talk to John about today is how do they get into that super yacht industry? Because you've got a product that has got like a very long sales cycle, right? It's not something that you buy off the shelf.
That's right, yeah.
So what's the ordinary sales cycle for your product, your service?
So it's a technical operations manual, so it's built along with the vessel, and it should last the lifetime of the vessel.
Yeah. So, but like in order to get them to buy your product, how long do they need from the first meeting them to actually signing it off?
We experience between 6 months to 18 months, 2 years.
Exactly.
Best in worst cases.
And that's the reason I wanted to talk to John, because it's such a long life cycle, and I think a lot of the viewers can relate to that. Because what's the complication, right? Why does that cycle take so long?
Yes, I wish I knew.
No, but you do know.
The period of the build is often much longer in the yacht market.
Yeah.
So the bigger yards producing the bigger vessels, we're looking at 3 to 4 years maybe for the production of the vessel, and we can't complete our product until the vessel is nearing production.
Exactly.
Whereas commercially, cruise ship, LNG, oil tanker, it's a 9-month turnaround from start to finish from contract signed to delivery of our products.
Okay, and you find that is the super yacht industry different to the other part, the merchant, for example, the commercial?
It's a lot more difficult.
Is it?
Yeah.
So what makes it so difficult?
We are established commercially.
Yeah.
Okay, so we are established commercially with over 1,000 vessels running our systems, and I guess this is where we're getting to. We're not common in the yacht market.
Okay.
So we have to convince people what a great product it is, and then we have to demonstrate it to them, and then they have to justify the additional cost to the owner and the owner's team.
Yeah, and you find that because you're not as established as in merchant, that's more complicated, or that takes more time.
Yes, it does. Yeah, and we're dealing with lots of individuals, whereas with the big commercial companies, when we've supplied something to them once, and we've given them their home brand, and they want to come back. They recognise the product, and technically, sure, they're dealing with something which has consistency. So technical superintendents recognising what the manuals look like, how they're delivered, the contents of the manual, indexing.
Yeah.
They become very familiar with it, and it makes it easier for shoreside staff to communicate with vessels at sea.
Okay. And then when in super yachting, you say basically every vessel is different. You constantly have to resell it over and over and over again, even if they're from the same fleet or from the same management company. It's a individual decision.
It is very much so. Whether the owner is interested enough to make that financial commitment.
But still, you've decided to go for the super yacht industry. So why wouldn't you just stick to the other industries that have got like proven concepts, easier to roll out? What's the interesting part about the super yacht industry for you guys then?
We believe we have no. It's a hole in the market for this type of product, and when throughout my career operating yachts, I was always looking for something that wasn't there.
Yeah.
And we realised that there was a shortfall in quality technical documentation, and we've been trying to bridge that gap, fill that hole for a few years now. You know, and so so far it's been a long process already. You know,
but successful.
Oh, of course, yeah. We've delivered to some of the bigger manufacturers and some significant size vessels over 100 meters now.
So, and what did you do to convince those vessels, those owners, to buy your product? What did you have to do? What's the key thing that's important in your opinion in the yachting industry to get like a sale over the line?
I think one of the breakthroughs for us was starting to travel. You know, we knew we had a great product, but it was wholly commercial, and we weren't getting any face-to-face time. We were making phone calls and dropping emails, and it wasn't until we elected to start traveling to the likes of Monaco, to Metz, to Fort Lauderdale, that we actually got in front of potential clients and laid down what it was that we produce and say, you know, this is it. And a lot of the technical staff had experienced our manuals commercially with cruise companies and tankers. So as soon as we showed them what it was, there was they recognised it, and that for a lot of the early sales, that was a moment that was a turning point.
So that's FaceTime. Is that face-to-face time? Is that important in our industry? Then, would you say?
It is the most important thing.
The most important thing. And well, I think we narrowed it down, right? It's about, that's why we're in Monaco. It's about meeting people face to face.
That's why we're definitely.
Yeah, good. Thank you so much, Jon, for sharing that.
No problem.
And Jon loves these kind of things, as you can see, ladies and gents.
Thanks for being with us.
Thank you.